Alright, it is Shiro here with a Let's Play through of Warcraft Orcs and Humans. Now, I actually still have the CD, however I had to use DOSBox for this. It's actually abandonware now, but it's a rather nice game. Rather challenging if you aren't paying attention. And, here's the opening. As a test of your abilities, the king has appointed you as regent over a small parcel of land. Since we must keep our armies in the field well supplied, you are to build the town into a farming center of no less than 6 farms. Construction of a barracks for defense is also advised, as our scouts have reported orc patrols in the area. Now, basically the two sides have a kind of parallel style of campaign if you've ever played the later games. And you basically have to set this thing to fastest for game speed and scroll for slow, otherwise it would have just went everywhere. And if you can hear anything in the background like meowing or someone scratching my chair, that would be my cat, who just has a tendency to do that. Anyway, the first thing you want to do is you want to always find the mine. And this early mission is a good introductory to, if you don't pay attention, I actually had to do this twice. Because the first time, basically, if off the bat you send your footmen out like idiots and spread them out, chances are they'll all get slaughtered. And the enemy, on the first mission anyway, they'll send units out, but units will tend to go after your base more once you've actually figured out where they are. And once you've run into them, if you just chill for a while and make sure all your footmen are next to each other, they won't hassle you. But if you send one out, he gets killed by one of the grunts with a spearman. Yeah, no. Anyway, as you can see, there is only lumber and gold. The population, to figure out how much you have to actually click on the farms. You can only control 4 units at a time. I'll get more in depth on the units as they come up. But, peasants standard build everything, repair. If you've played any of the Warcraft games, you know exactly what they do. And there is an advanced building and normal building construction style. Basically, all that means, for those who haven't played the games, is that you need to build certain buildings before you can build other ones. Now, unlike the later games, all your buildings have to be built off the roads you build. The roads you build cost 50 gold each. So if you're not careful like I was one time, and you build too many roads, you actually kill off your chance to make any good units, or any units if you get attacked just at the right time, because roads are built instantly and you can't take that back. First thing you generally want to do is naturally build up your production. You don't want to send too many guys on wood. And I believe everything here is sped up more. Anyway, I've played this a couple times, so I remember exactly where most everything is. And as you can see, there's a grunt who decided to attack my guy because he was farming wood too close to his location. And he'll keep chasing after the peasants, even if you start attacking him. That's the evil thing about the AI in this game. If they're attacking a peasant, and you don't kill him fast enough, you're gonna be down a peasant. They kind of take a Pyrrhic victory approach. In terms of the AI, it'll be hard on you later. And there's another grunt. You always make sure you never send out a footman alone. Same thing with the grunts. Never send them out alone. That just leads to trouble. And the second mine is up over here. Nice little path. There are only like 6, 7, maybe 8 enemy units on this first map. Even if you take them all out, you don't win because the victory condition, at least I don't believe you win, because the victory condition is the 6 farms and the 1 barracks. As you can see, I started building a barracks because my footmen are getting hurt, and I need to train replacements. You can't actually heal units until you get the clerics, I believe it was, later. Anyway, as you can see, 3 farms, barracks. This isn't that hard of a mission. It gets a lot harder later. just because if you don't build the right things in the right order, or build up a proper defense, or Lord help you once the catapults come into play, you have all your units clumped together, it's going to end bad. And for future note, and I'm going to bring this up later again, never, ever, ever have any units sitting still if you know your opponents have a... if you know the AI has a catapult. That's one of the other things. Unlike the later games, this is naturally only a one-on-one. Even in the non-campaign created games, it's basically just you're either humans or you're orcs, and you can do human versus human, human versus orc, orc versus human, orc versus orc. That's it. And you can actually change it up to how many units of each type you start out with. I believe the maximum you can select for any type of unit, and that kind of pre-make was 6. Regardless of what type. You know, you can have all of them at 6, all of them at 9. You can actually say the words, I want to play match versus the AI, where none of us have catapults, none of us have spearmen or the archers, which is the human equivalent, and the archers actually have 1 extra range on the spearmen, which is really nice if you're playing humans, really annoying if you're playing orcs. And there, as you can see, I finished the 6th farm. And you can see Shiro Orc, Shiro Human, possible fail, and then Shiro Human 2, and that's going to be the one that I actually use for this, because the Orc and Human ones were ones I came up with before I decided to actually start doing a Let's Play of these. Because, you know, this is a really good game for history's sake. They retconned a few things later, but as you can see, units train 10, enemy 8, so they only had 8 units. And this is the promo for the next mission. Orcs around Grand Hamlet are becoming increasingly brazen in their attacks, and our spies inform us that they are amassing a large army to march against the town. The king is sending you, along with a small detachment of troops, to rally the people and defend the town against... and I didn't actually read the rest of that, I apologize. But anyway, saving. And we'll get back to that when I get a chance. Have a good time. Later.